Hey guys, today is day 68, I think, of the Facebook Live 90-Day Challenge. I want to talk to you a little bit about judgment. People have been so judgmental on Facebook lately, it's crazy. I posted a little bit of a rant yesterday on my personal Facebook page about people talking about drug addicts when they know nothing about drug addiction. The reason I posted that was because I was in one of the neighborhood groups on Facebook and I noticed that someone had written a post about a person in their neighborhood that was addicted to drugs, apparently, and they were worried that this person was going to hurt them in order to get drugs. And I can understand the concern, but the problem that I had with it was that someone else responded and said, yes, you have to be really careful because drug addicts will hurt anybody and do anything, take anything, steal anything, commit any crime in order to get their drugs. It was a very general statement. It was very judgmental. Knowing my son, who was an addict, it really upset me because I don't feel that PJ would have hurt anybody just to get drugs, not physically. He would not have hurt somebody physically to get his drugs. So I was really upset by it. But anyway, that was one of the things that I read. And then, hey, Julie and AJ. And then I read another post. I clicked on this new diet plan thing that talked about women that gain weight with hormones. Well, of course it interested me because when I got off my hormone medication or my hormone pills, I immediately gained a lot of weight. And so I clicked on it to read about it and I started reading some of the comments and they were so hateful. People were writing things like, if you're fat, you're fat. It's not because you have hormone problems. It's because you eat too much. Stop eating. You know, it was interesting. One woman wrote, I've been skinny my whole life. I've never had an issue with it. And when I got into the age where hormones were an issue, I still didn't have an issue with my weight. And I'm thinking, well, maybe you don't have an issue with your weight. Some people don't. But people like me who struggle with weight are very sensitive about it. And I couldn't believe how ugly the people were being about overweight people. And I'm seeing that so much on Facebook. You can't comment on anything. In fact, I started to respond to the post about the drug addiction thing and say, look, please don't judge because you really don't know. And that's a generalized statement. And I was so afraid that if in fact, I did comment and then I deleted my comment because I thought, I'm not in the right frame of mind to deal with some idiot person fighting with me. It's just, why does everything have to be a fight? We need to stop all that. We need to stop judging everybody. Yes, Julie, people are nasty. It's the truth. And you know, my son told me one time, Joshua, my youngest son, he told me one time, he said, Mom, don't respond to that stuff. It's ridiculous. People are just trying to bait you. And that's what they want. They're trying, but sometimes I don't think it's that. I think it's that they're just mean and hateful people and they want to judge everybody. And here's what I have to say about that. People in glass houses should not throw stones. So don't go judging everybody. Trolls. Yep, AJ, that's true. Don't judge people so quickly because you don't know unless you're in their situation. When I read the post about the woman with the weight, I thought to myself, she's sitting here saying she's never struggled with her weight and that she's been thin her whole life. But she's given herself credit because she says she's obviously eating the right things. Well, maybe you just have metabolism that you were born with that's really good. I have a brother that was born with great metabolism and has been thin his whole life. And he's put on a little weight as he's gotten older, but he's not really heavy. So hogwash, that's what I have to say to that. Some people do have problems with their weight and it's not because they eat too much. Some people do eat too much. I eat too much. But that's not the point. The point is, you know, you don't judge people when you don't know. And of course, hormones can be an issue that cause you to gain weight. Can some people use it as an excuse? Of course. But it's not an excuse in all cases. So the whole point of that little ramble is to say, don't judge people. Thank you, Julie. Don't judge people. Just try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Stop being so nasty on Facebook. I don't know why I'm saying all this, because all you people are wonderful and you know that. You know better than that. So I'm preaching to the choir. Otherwise, you wouldn't be my friend. But AJ says, I just eat right. It's just too much. Yeah, you can't eat too much of the right thing. But anyway, just my thought for tonight. Don't cast your judgments on other people on Facebook. It's just not the right thing to do. You never know what somebody's been through unless you've walked specifically in their shoes. And so with that, I'll sign off. I love you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.